ESPN FC Extra Time is brought to you by Globant. Hello and welcome into the studio. Craig and Ali with us. And Frank Leboeuf obviously had to be here on a day like today as France beat England to book a place in the semi-finals. A lot of questions this sort of tone. Dan, how's your spirit? You have to be proud of England and the way they presented themselves during this tournament.
Paint the picture.
I didn't sit down for 90 minutes.
So you're in your house.
Yes, it's just me.
Where were the boys?
They were upstairs. They don't care. No interest.
Okay.
No interest.
English jersey on?
An England jersey was.
Yeah, that's your big mistake. Punter. Too
and
much
just a
punter.
lot of pacing.
Right.
There's just a lot of bad, unnecessary
Right.
language.
Yeah, I can't condone
You know
that.
what? You know what? I feel I would love to be a fly. You know, since yesterday. You know, after your wife losing with Brazil and you losing with England.
Yes,
I mean,
it's not a good 24 hours.
And a Brazilian referee. Brazilian referee. Don't forget that, Frank.
I can just imagine the pacing around the lounge on your own, TV's on, just nervous energy. I'm presuming as the game went on, was whenever the dog walked by, you get out of here!
Oh, yeah, Poppy was coming in and out of the
My
house.
three were doing that, and I've got
She was
three.
scared, yeah.
Two of mine decided they were going to have a carry-on in front of the TV.
Yeah.
When it was getting exciting, I'm like, freaking dogs!
Carry on is a fight.
What do you mean?
Just in case.
Carry on, yeah. A carry on as a Scottish British. All right. Play acting, fighting.
Didn't know it was going to say that term. Frank, you watched it because you were doing French TV as well, yeah? And then you interviewed everyone afterwards.
Money, Frank, money.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, I have to watch this afternoon and work after the Moroccan games, and then I work again for the French England, and I'm here in front of you.
Wow.
With big pleasure. Yeah.
Wow.
No time
what
to
English
party, no time to
representation did
enjoy,
you have
just
on the
time
panel?
to work. Oh, none. We don't talk to English people
disgusting.
in French. You know, we don't like you.
Disgusting. Craig, do you think Portugal underestimated Morocco a bit, like the panel did yesterday, even though Morocco has the best defence in the competition? Of course, everyone in the panel went for Portugal to go through.
Including Craig, by the way.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I went for Morocco. 3-0. I think everybody felt that Morocco they'd used all the gas up.
Right.
I don't think they underestimated them. I just think they couldn't replicate the match before.
We've got a good couple of panellists here for this next question. How difficult is it to take 2 penalty kicks in one match? Because Craig famously took 3 in a Premier League match, scored your first 2, could have been the first person ever to get a hat-trick of Premier League penalties.
Well, in England, in the Premier League.
Yes, that's why I said Premier League penalties.
Right.
Yep.
Missed that bit at the end.
Well, yep.
The answer is, and it wasn't clearly not the pressure of a World Cup, but it was pressure. It wasn't a nothing match. It was at Derby that year we were fighting relegation. So there was a pressure, not that much. And it is difficult because you're second guessing. And I remember when the third one came around. I mean, I was already in the second one. I was already, you know,
Right.
where do you go? Do you go same side? I went same side. I did what Kane did, whipped it across the goalie.
Yep.
I did the same again. Keeper went the right way, almost got there. So now I've got the third one in the second half, and I'm like, right, I'll go the same way because he'll think I'm going. No.
No.
I told you that Alan Wilkie, the referee, blew the whistle.
Right.
And I went, oh, have a cup of tea.
Wait a moment, I need to get my head right.
I don't know where I'm putting it.
Right.
I didn't know where I was putting it.
So then where did you put it and what
Tried to go down the middle.
Right.
Which is what I think Kane tried. I might be wrong. I tried to go down the middle with a mid-height.
Yes.
The keeper went the same way as I'd went the first time.
Yep.
And I kind of pulled it a little bit.
Did you get a leg on it?
He got a leg on it. He got his left leg on it over the bar.
Oh.
But you do, it's natural.
I bet. Frank, you've taken more than one penalty in the game as well, haven't you?
Yes, it happened once, and I scored 2, and I had the third one. I didn't want to score the third one, but I agree with Craig. You know, the second one, you say, okay, I put that there. The first one, I put it on the floor, you know, on the right side of the goalkeeper. So what do I do? Do I change? Will he think? You know, we're not very much too smart people, so when you start wondering, you know, it's becoming a big mess up there. So I guess you just switch off and you say, okay, I shoot there, and we'll see what's gonna happen. But, well, it worked for me. It only happened once in my career. But, yeah, it's kind of a difficult situation. And I think it should be avoided by asking one of your teammates to shoot the second one.
We spoke about it yesterday with Messi and the technique that he chose to utilize.
He did the slow.
The slow and staring down the goalkeeper. That's even more nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
It's not like he's picking a side.
What if they don't?
Yeah, what if the guy doesn't move?
Yeah.
And so it's about who's going to hold their nerve. Is it going to be, at some point Messi's going to have to approach the ball and hit it. But the goalkeeper feels like, I cannot wait, I gotta dive. If I don't dive, I'm not gonna get there. And Messi went out.
We had a couple of lads that would have taken it actually, but they were younger lads.
Okay.
Seth Johnson and Rory Delap.
Right.
The more senior players that were on the field that day.
Yeah, they didn't want anything to do with it.
They wouldn't have taken it. Seth Johnson would have taken it with his great, lovely left foot, or Rory, because he's daft.
Yes.
They were like...
What a compliment that is.
Well, Rory, daft lad from Carlisle.
He's right.
Yeah, he's a lovely lad, but Rory, great striker, but he would have... But I didn't want to put them in the position, and I didn't have the stomach to try the Panenka.
Right.
Because it might not even have got to the 6-yard box. And Jim Smith would have stubbed his cigar out in my eye.
Oh, nice.
Had I tried that.
Lovely.
Jim.
Yeah.
So I didn't have the...
Rory Delap, of course, well known for the long throws at Stoke, and of course Danny Higginbottom was telling us that one day in training he just launched it, and they're like, why have you never told us about that? And he's like, well, no one ever asked.
Rory, why didn't you tell us about a long throw? You never asked me, Gaffer. We could have been 12 points off the relegation. We could have been on the beach.
Oh, man. Frank.
Hope he sees us.
If you were the coach or teammate of Theo Hernandez, what do you say to him in the locker room? There was a lot of swearing in the Thomas household versus here in the replay then. Because what was the referee taking so much time about in the VAR monitor? Anyway, Frank, Theo Hernandez.
Well, considering that your friends won, you know, I would say to him, hey guy, never ever again, you know, please. What happened to you? When did you lose your mind, you know, doing that? But in a nice way, because we won. I think it's more difficult when you lose the game and you have that kind of player who make that mistakes and that you don't know how you have to behave, because you can go maybe to a fight, you know, with a guy if you make a hard comment, because the guy, I think, is already, you know, very sad and upset a bit with himself. So it's hard to, psychologically, you have to work according to the situation, I think.
Just in case Rory ever sees this, I don't think so. Let me reverse that.
Okay.
Rory wouldn't have taken the penalty. I've just remembered.
Oh.
He got sent off after 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so he was
a real tribute to Rory Delap.
Good job, Rory.
He was off. A harsh sending off, I have to say.
Right.
But he was off-ski.
Oh, okay.
So he wouldn't. Anyway.
Frank, what kind of chance does Morocco have against France? Their defence has been exceptional, but they've picked up several injuries, and I'm presuming they don't have the same depth as France.
Well, you know, everybody thought that today will be also the kind of game where, you know, they had some players injured, and the tiniest will come over, you know, after maybe an hour, and this is why Portugal will easily win. But they show the spirit that they needed to beat Portugal. So now saying that, you know, seeing how much they work defensively, how strong they are, you know, to go with the coach tactics. I would say it's almost a 50-50. We are in a semi-final of a World Cup. To say that it's going to be easy for France would be not knowing football and not respecting football. So Didier Deschamps already talked about it. There is a time to enjoy tonight. We're going to see how it works, but we already know that what the coach did with that Moroccan team in such a short time, it's exceptional. Ziyech is playing at his best, you know, where he had two very difficult years with Chelsea. And players are showing their best right now, and it's why, you know, you have to respect them and consider that it's a 50-50, because it's not a simple game. It's a semi-final of a World Cup.
We've got plenty more time, haven't we? Plenty more time to talk about it.
He's got that jacket on again with a little red thing on the side.
He's sleeping in those turtlenecks.
I mean,
now,
I'm not being
isn't he?
funny.
What's he doing?
Frank, at time's hard. Just change your jacket.
Do you turtleneck it up on French TV as well?
Yeah.
Of course.
No, today I had they pushed me because of the French national team. I was coming like that. I said, no, you have to wear a shirt with a tie because it's for the national team. I got a little bit upset about that because
got
I
upset.
don't care.
Brilliant.
I dress the way I want. But because I know that Craig and yourself hate me so much when I wear turtleneck that I carry on, you know, and I'm gonna keep on keeping it as long as you hate it.
Frank, take us through the conversation between the producer who said you had to wear a shirt and tie and your response to that.
Okay. I said, okay, if you say so, but I don't like it.
I reckon it was a
But
definitely...
he must have had comfortable socks. We know how much.
Oh yes, he always knew socks from West Farms Mall.
Yes.
Oh yes, I have my blue socks. Yeah, guys, you know.
Very excited about these socks,
Craig. I love those ones.
Okay, Ali.
Wrap this up, sorry.
To me, it's simple. Southgate has been the owner of a Ferrari for many years and big matches, and yet he insists on only driving under 30 miles an hour in a school zone. This England squad need a manager with dynamic ideas, not constant caution. Well, we advise everyone to drive at 30 miles per hour in a school zone.
It's 25, actually.
Yeah. Let's think it's the Reeperbahn, which you've been on.
Yes.
Not the Reeperbahn, that's somewhere in Hamburg.
Autobahn.
That's a different place.
You mean the Autobahn?
Yes.
I've been there.
The Reeperbahn, anyway.
So what is the question then?
I'm just
I've not been
completely
there.
got my foot in it.
Well, look, I would give some validity to that statement following the Euro final.
Right.
But not after today. Today, England attacked. Today, England got after France. So based on today's evidence, I don't think that's accurate.
I've been to Hamburg.
Have you been to the Reeperbahn?
No,
I
saw
filmed a pilot there for Channel 5 and like a fan's guide to the World Cup in 2006. So it had like an edge of what fans might like.
What? Okay. What about the Autobahn?
It's not the Reeperbahn I saw.
Craig, who should England hire next so he won't take Saka off when he's causing all the problems?
Yeah, I don't know if it was. I was a bit surprised at that. Bear in mind they were trying to foul him every time when he cut in the box, won the penalty. What was the question?
Who should replace Southgate?
It wasn't that bad. Come on.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Klopp.
Did it surprise you?
What?
That you have that answer compared to the criticism that you've laid at his door in previous tournaments?
No, I think previously he's been too defensive.
Right.
And I think he made some bad team selections with the players that he had. And today I don't think he did. I think he went with what's worked and who was playing well. And 5 minutes here or there, changing a substitution, I don't think it was much. I mean, he's the top striker in English football at the moment missed a penalty.
Yeah.
That would have taken the game into extra time. France were on the rack for long periods. Just didn't win the game.
This wasn't a situation like, say, Luis Enrique, that you're asking questions, or Tiche, that you're asking questions. Again, after this match...
Just football, isn't it?
Well, yes. Yeah, that's oversimplistic. But yes, in the end, France is still a very good team. And so you lost to a very good team in what was a very good match.
In the group stage, there were a couple of very weak penalties called in favour of Ronaldo and Messi, but otherwise the officiating seems solid. It seems like the bad calls or non-calls have mushroomed in the knockout games. What's going on?
Well, the pressure ramps up not only for players, it ramps up for the referees as well.
Right.
But you would assume that having the system that you have in place, the bad calls, if they are game-changing, game-defining calls, would be able to be addressed by VAR. So in that sense, I would assume that VAR actually takes some of that pressure off. Apparently not.
Matteo Lahoz just woke up yesterday and went,
just say that.
As long as he's not doing the final, I don't care who does the final.
Surely they can't give him the
final. Well, I know, but I'll tell you who's happy, England all out.
Yeah, we were talking about this before.
Say England for me, I can't say it.
Yeah, England. Are you going to talk about an English referee now?
Yeah, because you heard Ian Darke talking about it.
No, I didn't.
All right, I shall tell you. Ian Darke said he was talking to the referees, not Michael Oliver.
Yeah.
And they all said, the English ones, they would be happy.
Well, it's Clattenburg, isn't it? Back in the day, he said he was happy when England got knocked out.
All right. I thought Michael Oliver is a good ref. I think better than that one today.
Well, yeah.
Brazilian, see?
There you go. Lovely.
Clattenburg won't be happy though, because if Michael Oliver then
it kind of eclipses him.
Yeah. Did Mark ever do was it a European final he did?
He's done the Champions League final, hasn't he? Howard Webb did the final in 2004, the Spain-Netherlands game.
That was the one I
That was the De Jong one, wasn't it?
That was the one I did. It was a horrible game.
Yes, it
At
was.
least when Clattenburg comes on, we can. If Michael Oliver gets
Yes.
to do the final, we can call Mark the Nearly Man when he comes on.
Right.
In fact, he might not even get to do the final for the network he's broadcasting for at the moment.
What would you
It
surprise?
was a big surprise, bearing in mind who will.
What would surprise you the most, Frank? 2018 finalists meeting again in the final, that is France and Croatia, or Argentina against Morocco final? Both would be interesting.
Yeah, both will be interesting. But you can understand that I would be more interesting about Croatia playing against France.
Right.
And have a kind of a revenge for Croatia. I think it never happened that two teams meet in two finals 4 years after. So that's kind of odd and special. Yeah, would love to see that. I would love to see Croatia again, because I really think that, you know, I didn't like the final of the World Cup 4 years ago, where I think the first goal that France scored wasn't really a penalty. It wasn't. That the foul on the free kick that Griezmann scored, I think, on the second goal wasn't a foul.
Oh.
So I was pretty upset by the fight. Yeah, I was happy for France, but I think it wasn't nice and fair for Croatia. So maybe a revenge would be nice, and see France winning in a normal manner.
He has a funny way of showing that he was happy for France.
Yeah, and it was because
Yeah,
98,
yeah, of course.
98.
Did you see the other side of Messi after the Dutch game?
Yes, I did in the mixed zone.
And to the Dutch, whether it was Van Gaal, I think it was. Did you see that?
Yes. Yes, it was the Van Gaal.
Do we know what Van Gaal said? Not that he's immune to saying stuff.
Messi said that Van Gaal disrespected Argentina.
Oh,
Okay.
did he?
Yeah.
He got very angry though, didn't he?
He was angry in the mixed zone.
Yeah.
Can we say the word that you use in Spanish?
Yeah,
It's bobo? What's
Bobo Dummy.
Oh, dummy.
Yes.
Oh, that's not.
No,
called
as
somebody a
insults
fool.
go.
Yeah.
Yes, as insults
Very
go.
angry though, wasn't he?
Yeah, as insults go.
Takes one to know one.
I know.
What's that?
Takes one to know one, an angry man.
What's that? I thought you called me a dummy. I'm all right with dummy.
Well, that's-
I'm okay with dummy.
final question.
Reaper
Dan said that he was going to wear shorts in every restaurant now for the next 4 years, despite Frank. Frank, what would annoy you more? what am I saying here? Do you think you'll do it? Who's more upset? Me with England's loss, or you for his affront to dining culture?
I didn't get the question the last time.
Am I
The last
angrier that
question,
England
you're
are out, or
laughing.
are you angrier that England? Oh God!
Is Dan?
It's been a long day. Shut up. Right.
Let's go.
Are
I've
you
got a flight to go
angrier?
and get.
Shut up. Are you angrier that I'm going to wear shorts in restaurants for the next 4 years, or was I angrier at England's
Yeah.
loss?
Or I think I would be angrier, you know, that you decided to wear shorts for 4 years when I told you you look stupid with them, you know, and you didn't want to listen to me. Of course.
Wow. Well, make sure you wear a shirt and tie now for the next time you're on TV.
Make sure when
Do
you're
as you're
getting
told.
when you're getting paid by
Okay.
other broadcasters,
Yeah.
you don't do it here. I think it's a bit harsh on you, son.
Yeah, I
Because sometimes you're wearing shorts and they kind of look like trousers in a way.
Why?
Your short legs.
Hey,
And I never know if they're short.
beautiful legs,
I never
Craig.
know
Don't
if they,
have a go at my
I never know if they're long shorts. I always try to go, are they long shorts or short longs?
People would describe my calves as Jack Grealish-esque.
Wow.
Yeah, given the definition of them.
That's it. They're pretty hairy too.
Listen, your whole body could fit into Jack Grealish's left calf. Right? Trust me.
Oh, that is it. England are out. France are through. This blooming World Cup still going on. There we are.
So it's not coming
And it
home.
turns out Messi's a horrible
It's
little sod.
coming home. It's coming home.
Messi's horrible and Ronaldo's finished.
Right, there you are.
It's coming
Right, you've got to pay the
home.
royalties on that now, Frank. You're done. Good.
Yeah.
We'll take that out of your wages. We will, though, be back. There's plenty to talk about looking ahead to those semi-finals.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday and Wednesday, isn't it? Argentina Tuesday, France on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.